Why is faith necessary? Because without faith, you cannot please God. What does that mean? That means, remember, we were speaking about the law of faith, and then we went into a little bit of what faith is. But God is the faith God. That means God doesn't just do things. The same way there are principles and rules and laws in the earth, is the same way that there are principles, rules, laws in the realm of the spirit. So when you do things in the earth, there are certain principles, there's certain laws that you have to abide by. If you don't abide by it, the benefit of those things working for you won't be established in your life. It's the same with God. Because sometimes people will think, why can't just God just do whatever? Why can't he just do this? Why can't he just do that? Remember, even though God is sovereign, does not mean God just does whatever he wants, however he wants. God is also the God of principle or principles. And out of his sovereignty, he chose for it to be like that. So then there's this principle or law of faith. In order to experience God, in order to receive from God, in order to um experience him and his ways, you have to abide by that law. You might say, well, why do I have to abide by that law? Why can't he just do it? Why can't he just make it happen? That's like saying, why can't you just go into a store and take things without paying? Because there's certain ways things must be done, because there are certain laws and principles set in place. And God also set laws and principles in place. All right. So, and one of those things, again, is the law of faith. And that's why it says, without faith, you cannot please God. All right. So he doesn't just go around doing what he feels, however he feels, and then he just does. That's not the way he, especially when it comes to other people's wills, other people's lives. A person, to have God in their life on a perpetual basis, consistently, they have to willingly, consciously allow God into their life, into their situations. But a lot of times people don't know that this is something that must be done intentionally on their part. So they think um, things just kind of happen as time goes by. But no, and this is the reason for these small, short teachings, to show you, if you want to experience God, if you want God in your circumstances, if you want God's results in your circumstances and in your life, you have to do things based on his principles, based on his word. And I'm going to tell you, these things are completely contrary to how the normal way of thinking and the normal way of life is in this earth. All right. This is what you call the natural plane of life. But when it comes to dealing with God, walking with God, experiencing God, there's the supernatural ways of life. And this supernatural life, the supernatural ways of life, are not founded and based on the natural principles, natural laws, natural forces. All right. So it's very important to know the necessity of faith.